What's going on, everybody? So today I've got a video for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to feel very safe and you're going to feel like your privacy is very safe. You're going to feel like you have a lot of privacy. So here's what's going on. So obviously it's very hard to state boundaries on life in which we can determine every single thing that every person is going to do for, let's say, the next 30 minutes, right? Everything a person is going to do for the next 30 minutes, right? Seems impossible, seems unlikely. But if you'd like to have this ability, here's a little blueprint on how to get started so that I can create a whole bunch of little monsters for the government to be distracted with instead of ruining my life forever. So, first, just recognize this. If I were to limit you into a 9 square grid, 3x3, and I only gave you one possible movement to make. Within a 3x3 9 square grid, in which you can only make one move, I can map out every possible move that you would make, every 8 possible moves you can make, and that gives me an understanding of, within that condition of limitation, every single thing that you might do within that time. And so, for each movement you can have, I can also have a prepared response, just in case. Now, obviously, if I gave you more moves, let's say I gave you 2 moves, which would take you from 8 to 64, because we're multiplying 8 by 2. I hope that's right. I'm just kind of trusting my automatic calculator brain. Excuse me. Pretty much, it would update the whole grid of response to this. You can only make 2 possible moves, right? And I would align them all, right, like this. And for each possible move, although it may seem like a lot of work, this is a relatively small amount of things to be responding to. There's a relatively small amount of things. As many things we have to respond to. As many, like, for instance, staying balanced, breathing. As many things that our brain is on at a basic operation responding to. 64 points is nothing. 64 points is what you think one grid fucking thing. It was 64 points, 64 squares is 1 square. Is less than 1 square to how well your brain can operate the environment. Or at least how well my brain can operate the environment. Don't take that from me, it's mine. No, I'm just kidding. So all that being said, the list goes on and on, right? As you get more moves within a limited environment, there's only a certain amount of variations you can have. And of course, they can get so high that you've got to get out the paperwork and you've got to start being like, all right, if he does this, okay, all right, this move is possible now, and yada, yada, right? And that's military war. That's strategy. That's, who was the guy that wrote The Art of War? That's him. That's him right there. So, all right, despite the fact that at a 64 8x8 grid of choice of operation, having high variety, I can limit the variety. I can limit the level of unpredictiveness your action has. What if I told you that you only had to move twice? Then you could choose any of these 64 squares, and I would just have to hope that I picked the right one. But I could limit you, despite you having 64 variable spaces to move in, I could limit the decision that you would make by giving you a goal. If I told you that within the grid that you had to move to a point, then I could calculate, based on a goal function, that you would have to choose the quickest and most effective route to get there. No matter what, even if you chose to outsmart me and say, I'm going to choose the most complicated route, I know that you're still going to end up here regardless. That's your goal. So, at a basic goal function, which is what everybody does, every brain is trying to accomplish things as fast as possible, even learning, even the in-depth detail going all the way in learning is still trying to be accomplished fast. So I could tell that at this point, if this was the goal setup, you would either move to your left and go down, or you would move down and then go to your left. Those would be the best, most effective routes for you to take, making you, who wants to get everything you have to do done quickly so you can enjoy yourself, easier to predict within an environment. And luckily enough, the environment already comes with goals. Yeah. The goal restricts variety to make effective route. Okay, so let's get to Minecraft. Let's get to games, right? I love Minecraft so much. I've been playing Minecraft a lot. And I love this game so much. This game is amazing. I think I'm the reason that the AI stuff got popular. You know what I mean? The AI Minecraft. I think it's me. I think you guys are literally just messing with my brain. I think you guys are literally just playing you guys are just literally messing with the construct of my brain as it interacts with the environment. I think that's what you guys are doing. So, all right, let's say within the game you got 4 goals, right? 4 basic goals. That is food, shelter, resources, and establishing a relationship with the environment. Food, shelter, resources, environmental relationship. Boom. Oh, okay. Well, let's say goals. So let's say you got 5. Fuck it. So I had it right. I said you have other goals, but this is your relationship with the environment. Well, that's not true. Ethics is not in this yet. Ethics is what I would be. Ethics is what you're being tested for without being told that that's the 5th test. So that's your relationship with the environment. Ethics is the 5th test. Whether you do the right thing without needing to be policed or informed or scared, right? And so at the beginning, you need food, you need shelter, you need resources, and you need goals, right? Gathering goals, accomplishing goals, which can be considered a resource. So we can go back to establishing a relationship being the 4th goal. I'm so smart. I'm such a genius. So let's get rid of this. So what that means is within a 4x4 goal grid, combined with your variation of movement, that I could peek inside of your play strategy in Minecraft and learn your prerogative task function and develop the ability to predict you and understand the kind of decisions that you would make based on how you respond to a base level of input to higher forms of pressure input or output or whatever. So it goes like this. You got goal 1, you got goal 2, you got goal 3, and you got goal 4. Now, you can accomplish these goals at the same time in various ways, which is why goal variation occurs, in which you got your 4x4 grid. I mean, you got your 4 goals, right? Which turns into a 4x4 grid, but multiply that 4x4 grid 4 times. Fuck, what's 16 times 4? Fuck. Give me a second. I think it's like, fuck, I think it's like, shit. It's like 50, 54. It's like 54. Yeah, it's like 54. So, whew, I was scared. So I create a 54, I create a 16 by 16 grid, right? And that is goal variation, which is pretty much saying you can only accomplish 2 goals at the same time. But really, you could accomplish all 4 goals at the same time. So it would really be times 2 of that. So it'd be 4 times 4 times 4. I think it'd be 4 times 4 times 4. Because, all right, hold on. Let me do the math real quick. So you got 4 goals. And if you accomplish 2 goals at a time, that'd be 16. If you accomplish 3 goals at a time. No. If you accomplish 2 goals at a time. Okay, so there's 4 goals. Okay, so there's 4 goals. And if you accomplish the variation of... So it'd be 2 times 4, 8, right? And 3 times 4, 12, and then 16. All right, so yeah, pretty much, I got it. All right, I got it. So pretty much, all this is saying is that your entire gameplay with Minecraft in an open world, and these apply for games like Skyrim, where your goals are food, shelter, resources, and establishing a relationship with the environment, that your entire experience can actually express a prerogative value that you have in function to goal structures. Now, the center point in which all the goals are connected, I know you guys are wondering what this is. The center point in which all the goals are connected is what your point of experience is, your point of perception. It's in Minecraft where your hearts are, where your hunger bar is, where your toolbar is. It's what you're doing in the game. That's what this little thing represents. It's your chosen path as of now, given all the possible variations of every goal, every variation of those goals in unison, and every movement variation you have as well, combined into a single experience. That, because when you're doing something, you're not just ever mining a block in Minecraft. You are mining a block in a cave that you went into, probably away from your shelter. So no matter what you're doing right now, you've got structure that cannot be displayed right now on the screen, but that can still be understood no matter what moment you're in. which is what helps the ability to read and understand these behaviors. So, that being said, the whole game can be summed down as this: 4 goals, goal variation, variation of movement, and then the point of experience, in which all those, your response to all these different variations is what you're doing right now in the game. I'm a little genius. So now let's talk about this. This is called the Ed Brotherhood. It's called the Ed Brotherhood. And this Ed Brotherhood, it's watching all of you. And it's picking the best players. The people who've got the most skill. The people who show the right kind of value needed for my future. In fact, if we're being real, me being the fucking weirdo that I am, I probably found my wife through this Minecraft system. I mean, it's a popular game that's bound to be in every home with a game console in it, and why wouldn't it be the way that everyone's behaviors are being analyzed? Obviously, I'd like to detach myself from the context that I create here. There's no such thing as an Ed Brotherhood. I mean, there is an Ed Brotherhood, but it's not like this. It's just like, what's up, gang? What's up, gang? You know what I mean? It's like fun shit, but I like to point out, this is a joke. This is not okay. This is kind of what's happening. This is not what's happening in the game. It's happening in real life. This is, like I said, I have a goal of owning like a media distribution company in which I find people all over the world who have various talents, various abilities, and I showcase them and give them the resources that they need with as little restriction as possible to them, other than like ethical securities at higher levels than they can understand. And so that they can have the things that I wish I had growing up, the opportunities that I wish I had growing up, because even though I had the opportunities, which I might have had the resources, so it's like this. There were still other things happening aside from the resources that were preventing me from actually accomplishing it. It's like how when I make music, the entire fucking time I'm making music, I'm fucking doing everything right, and then some fucking asshole, and it's so obvious, fucking without showing me, cuts my fucking audio track, and then slightly moves it, but they fucking have it edited to look like it hasn't moved. And he's like, "Oh, come on! I just want to see you do some work. Just slice it and put it back. Oh, you're so lazy. Oh." So yeah, that's pretty much been happening my entire life, and it isn't about me being lazy. It's just them knowing that that's a fucking illogical thing to do, because that's pretty much fucking slavery. That's pretty much training me to just accept them fucking while I'm making something, just being like, "Oh, you're lazy. Just pick it up. Just pick it up. You're so lazy." So yeah. That being said, I just wanted to warn you guys about this whole thing, because that is what's going to be going on in the F field. It's going to be happening in the F field, but it's not going to be done like to hurt you or anything. It's going to be done to so figure out your current understanding of prerogative of all these goals, which is pretty much what life is, right? And then it's going to put you around people that share similar behaviors with you, and then you're going to be exposed to, with the questions you ask and with the behaviors that you show, the content experience that you need to learn whatever it is you don't understand, to help you gain stable control over yourself and your life, so that we can turn this into heaven, so that we can make this heaven. Yeah. Now, obviously, these guys that keep being like, "Oh, I just need to see what he's gonna do. Oh, he's so lazy. He needs to learn to stop getting upset whenever I disguise my intention to fucking sabotage him as me trying to teach him something. What's up, David? So understand that there are going to be some times of tyranny. There are going to be some times of just vicious anger, vicious disconcern. But it's because these guys think that they can get away with doing this shit. And I'll be honest with you guys, like little ants, you ever find one of these guys, you need to rip them apart for me, because I don't fucking like them, okay? So yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love you so much, and let's get this all started, because I'm literally so far ahead that the environment isn't rendering anything for me to do in a logical way anymore. So I'm ready.